I don't know what I felt at that time, whether it was disappointment, anger, sorrow, fear. I just accepted it as what it was. And my whole attitude at that time was, okay, I've got it. Let's deal with it and do what's possible. He told me from his opinion, but he's not an oncologist, that it was something very serious and I needed to act very fast. The pain reached levels that I never knew existed. I didn't know what to expect. I was having morphine, the SOS morphine also, and the breakthrough morphine, and nothing seemed to help. I would just go through that whole cycle of pain, and maybe it's because I had so much morphine, I would just fall off asleep, or my body just couldn't take any more, and I would knock off. And then I think that few hours that I would sleep, maybe an hour or two, maybe, that must have been the time I got some relief. But when I woke up again, the pain was there, and it was terrible. I really at that time didn't want to live. At that time when I was in the pain, I thought that was it, my life was over and that finished. I didn't know, I think I would survive even till today. But I am very happy euthanasia was not on the table then. I was in pain for about 2.5 months, roughly. Yeah, it was even worse than the first time. But I took it all in the stride because I knew now that there was an option. There was pain relief. Medical facilities here, the doctors, the nurses, the frontline staff are brilliant. The care they took, my oncologist would call me late night also to find out how I was doing. He said, text him, phone him. He gave me his personal numbers. Call me at any time, he said. And he was there to help me out with advice or suggestions or just to talk to at any time. I was also referred to the Mercy Hospice, and their community nurses and the team out there were absolutely brilliant with their support. The nurses would come out on a routine every week to see me, even oftener if I needed it. In the rough days, they were coming almost every second day or so just to make sure things were going. They kept in touch with the GP, the specialists and everybody. And I knew that there was help, there was hope, and this was not the end. And I'm glad I didn't have that option, because here I am today. My son was to get married in November. In fact, today it's a year and 1 day. At that time, it looked as that I would not be there. But I promised him that I would be at his wedding and I would dance at his wedding. And that's what I did. And had I opted for euthanasia in those months of June, or May, June or something like that, I would not have been there. I would say to them, and particularly to those who say yes, why are you saying yes? Have you gone through this experience? Do you know what it is to have a life-threatening illness? Why do you want to end a person's life? Is it because, I would say, like a caregiver might find the person to be too much of a burden? The family might find it too much of a burden? Or do you think that they are just going to be economically useless to you or to the country? They're going to be a financial drain. Is that the reason why you want to end somebody's life? I am afraid that when such a law is passed, families will make decisions because they find, okay, this person is a drain now on the family resources and finance. Organizations like the hospice need support, public support as well as government support. That's what the legislators should be doing, not thinking about how they can kill us off. I don't recall meeting any cancer patient who wants to end their life. Cancer patients are coming to doctors for what? To end their lives? No, they're coming to save their lives.